Hello Nakamas, welcome to this new One Piece video. Today I bring you my review, analysis, and theory about the events seen in the latest chapter 1093 of the manga, a chapter that while it's true it didn't have the same hype as the previous chapters, is still a chapter of much interest, considering that we can draw some very interesting deductions. Also, taking into account that all this seems like the preamble to a significant chapter in the story, especially with the possible intervention of Saturn in the war taking place on Egghead Island. So Nakamas, this was a chapter that primarily served as a transition to the latest developments, with the highest point of the saga's climax. Chapter 1093 starts and continues with the confrontation between Luffy and Kizaru. Here we witness Luffy using Gear 5, transforming into a giant, grabbing Kizaru with his hands and launching him with great force. Later Kizaru returns to the battle, showing us an interesting technique. Kizaru can create light clones that can fight on his behalf and engage in a fierce battle. We saw how these clones were able to slightly injure Luffy, and they can also use some of Kizaru's known techniques, like the light sword he used to cut Luffy's face. The events in this battle are significant because they can lead to various deductions. Firstly, the fact that Kizaru can create light clones may be related to the concept of quantum superposition, where photons of light can exist in two places at once. In my opinion, this could be related to his awakening. For a long time, fans have wondered how the awakening of Kizaru's devil fruit could be, and I believe it might involve concepts like these applied in a fictional context. Kizaru could have numerous abilities based on the multiple properties of light, similar to what we saw in chapter 1093. This means that Kizaru might end up being attacked by at least one of his clones while he fights Rob Lucci. It's quite likely that all the stronger Straw Hat members will have some kind of clash with Kizaru's clones. Zoro and Sanji are almost certain to engage with these clones while dealing with other enemies. I say this because it would be interesting to see how these characters develop against the clones of an admiral. Oda likely won't involve them in a battle that's solely Luffy's responsibility. Regarding the scene where Kizaru grabs Usopp by the head, it makes me wonder what Usopp is supposed to do against an admiral. Oda has stated that Usopp will always be the weakest Straw Hat, so it would be ridiculous if Usopp suddenly became effective against a superior opponent. Moreover, what's most intriguing to me right now is how Kizaru seems unaffected by Luffy's Gear 5 tongue force. Oda is definitely saving something for this aspect of the battle. Perhaps there's a logical reason behind it, possibly related to the various properties of light. This battle seems to be gearing up to be epic, but unfortunately I don't believe it will be a prolonged battle or one that ends with a clear winner. I think Oda's intention at this point is to show the intervention of an external force that will make Luffy and Kizaru stop fighting. We saw Atlas changing the orders of the pacifistas to clean Egghead Island of all Marines. This will greatly benefit the Straw Hat crew and their escape. It will also help characters like BONNEY, who is currently engaged in her own battle. Speaking of BONNEY, I want to quickly address something intriguing. Oda deliberately has Vegapunk refer to BONNEY as a young girl. This undoubtedly sparks many theories about her character for two reasons. First, her devil fruit ability allows her to change her age and the age of others at will, and second, there's a significant aura of mystery surrounding BONNEY and Kuma. We've theorized a lot about BONNEY potentially being a clone created from Kuma's memories using Vegapunk's technology. When Vegapunk refers to BONNEY as a little girl, it could imply three situations, all of which are quite valid. Vegapunk could be referring to her this way because he holds great affection for her. Vegapunk has known BONNEY since the time when Kuma used to visit Egghead with her. According to BONNEY, she was there before when she was a little girl, but the question remains, how long ago was this? If BONNEY's visits to Egghead happened several years ago when she was a child, it's possible that Vegapunk refers to her as a child due to the fond memories he has of that time. It's intriguing that Vegapunk mentions something quite revealing. He asks Frankie why he is an adult, didn't protect BONNEY. This suggests that, according to Vegapunk, BONNEY might not be an adult yet. This indicates that BONNEY might have altered her age willingly to survive in a pirate world, making her appear older than she truly is. The third possibility is related to the theory that BONNEY might have been created using Kuma's memories with Vegapunk's technology. Assuming this theory holds true, Vegapunk referring to BONNEY as a child could mean that she has only existed for a relatively short time. Now, Returning to the Luffy vs. Kizaru battle and its potential interruption, the final scene of chapter 1093 left us all thinking. In this scene, we see Saturn observing the events after Atlas changed the pacifista's orders. When Oda includes panels like these in his story, it typically signifies that the character is about to actively intervene in the plot. This suggests that Saturn might play a significant role on Egghead Island, potentially altering the course of the conflict. The ancient robot that recently awakened could be Oda's trump card for the Straw Hats to escape the island despite the dangers they face. In conclusion, chapter 1093, although it may not have had as much hype as previous chapters, is filled with intriguing developments and sets the stage for future events. I look forward to hearing your theories and thoughts on this chapter, so please share them in the comments section of this video. It seems like exciting times are ahead for One Piece fans in the upcoming chapters. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. That helps me a lot to keep growing, and activate the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you whenever I upload a new video. Otherwise, you won't be notified when I release my new videos. Thank you very much for all the support, and without further ado, until next time.